And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew had just destroyed the river hag as well as the troll that they had stumbled upon and had set the fanatic contingent that had wandered in the opposite direction to the wind, breaking their resolve and forcing them to flee. After burning to death a good number of individuals and Wolfram turning the archers into a bloody paste. I believe we had four. Yeah, there are four remaining fanatics that are fleeing down a tunnel. But you guys are technically out of combat at this point.
Well, Luther was going to light them on fire.
Go ahead. Anyway. Go ahead, Luther. Go ahead and make a roll.
I can't fail.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, fine. It just happens.
What? Well, basically, I'll light one on fire, and then, I'll move up a little bit as they run. And
you're going to chase them, Luther?
Then cast again, I mean, they got to run pretty far from my range. But,
Luther's chasing them down the tunnel by himself. He's like, channeling as he goes.
They're a beacon in the dark. A star is born, in the darkness.
Star is born.
I can see them,
Where are you
going, friends?
Very shortly, I will say, because it's. Let me just roll damage. So that's one. That's a lot. Yeah, within 3 rounds, all of them are turned to charcoal. They make it past the edge of the tunnel that you guys came in, and they make a sharp right turn, and then you see the glow. It begins to diminish, but then it just stays, as if perhaps they've died and they are burning around the corner.
Luther turns around. We did it, friends. We did it. Good show, everyone.
Nog's just there eating raids out of the troll's head.
Didn't know if that would work. Let's look over this thing that Lucian is slaying, and perhaps some of these goblins to see if they have any items we can use.
So for the most part, most of the stuff that you're going to find on the fanatics are useless. It's either burned or destroyed or just so shoddy it's not going to be of any use. Even their bows are so cheaply made. But the only useful thing might have been the arrows, but they are made for a goblin bow, and they're not exactly very well honed to begin with. So pretty much nothing. The hag, however, does have some items on her. So the hag has... All right. She has as Nog begins, or whoever it is, begins to rifle through her stuff. In her satchel that she had on, or it's like a net that she's kind of using as like a sack that spilled out after her death. There's a wide array of strange and bizarre, possibly spell casting components of a darker nature, Luther. Like human toes and eyeballs and entrails and like fish teeth, all kinds of weird shit is just in this satchel that she's been lugging around. It smells god awful. She has on a pouch. She's covered in like strange little like ornamentations, like baubles and trinkets and things that are like on sashes around her waist. In one of them, you find a container, a pouch specifically, and Luther, you can see with your magical sight that there is there's like raw magic being contained within the pouch. As you move up, you notate that. You notate that most of the charms have fizzled out that she had on her person that were protecting her. However, there is one. It is the necklace that she was wearing. Still appears to be intact.
Lucas gonna look it over.
Lucien's eyes return. He's like, "Oh, I am back. What did I miss?
You did.
I did it.
You did. You did. It was a wonder." Lucas gonna rip the necklace off.
Okay.
And he's gonna.
You put it on, Luther?
He's gonna look at it first with his magic eyes.
Yes.
Is it radiating a certain color of wind?
It's radiating a kind of darker magic. However, you could tell that it is a protective augmentation somehow.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna put it on, baby.
Of course he is. He puts it on.
No.
It has 4 skulls. And it's made for a hag, so it's fucking big on you. It's like well, no, you can wear it. It's like gangster chain, it's like way down, like almost to the navel.
Down low. I love it.
It's big, and there's 4 human skulls dangling off your chest, Luther. Full size, I might add. That are
full size.
They're full size, yeah. On the hag, they look like just little ornaments.
Yeah, that makes sense.
On you, they, you've got a necklace with 4 skulls on it. There's an empty slot where a 5th one was.
The Empire wears skulls on. So,
yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
The human skull.
While wearing this enchanted necklace, this is the hag's. What did I have this written down? The 5 skull bag. I think what it was. Is that what it was? It doesn't fucking matter. While you're wearing this necklace, any ranged attack made against you, be it spellcraft or projectile, you get a ward save of a 9+. So if you roll a 9 or a 10 on a d10, it misses and it shatters it expends a use of one of the skulls.
There's 4 left, you said?
There's 4 left, yes.
I don't mind you taking your spoils of war, but perhaps we shouldn't walk back into town wearing a chain skull necklace and whatever this armor is you have on, Wolfram.
Feel like a noble Walter. So fashionable.
I think you're right, Henry. I will probably discard it before we get back to town. It wouldn't be proper. But it does seem pretty useful. Is everyone done with this thing? This hideous, as he kicks it, woman, creature. Oh, very well. And I'm going to ignite it on fire.
Fire. The powder that you procured, if you are going to look at it at all, Luther, you open it up. You're not a master of alchemy. However, you kind of give it a sniff. Oh, it smells beyond foul. And you get the idea, Luther, because of the magic that's trapped inside of it. It's a bastardization of life magic that is like trapped in here. And by bastardization, I mean it's almost like the opposite, but not death. So you get the idea that this is some type of poison, very virulent poison, trapped within this powder.
I believe this is poison. And is anyone good at throwing things?
I have some skill at throwing things.
He will hand the powder to you. The bag to you. Well, pouch.
Yep, take the pouch.
What am I to do with this?
It is poison. if something has a big mouth, perhaps you can throw it in there.
That's true.
I don't know. Or just throw
All
it away.
right, I will hold it for now, but I don't know if I want to
Pakistan.
hold on to this for a long time.
Maybe you could maybe poison bullets.
Who knows?
Who knows? I am
Randomly says things as
he.
he's eating troll brain.
Nog is eating the decapitated troll brain. It's cooked, so why
Yeah.
not? Yeah.
Might snap off the hag's head and eat her brain snacks. You never know. It's a little light snack while everybody.
I mean, are
watches.
you gonna harvest some materials, Nog? I mean, there's plenty of raw meat here now.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Nice troll.
Yeah, I mean, there's already and there's some relatively pre-cooked meat as well from some
There is.
flaming gabos and
There is,
I definitely want to take on a meal.
of course.
While we're here, may as well. Nog eats his enemies,
I will say,
fallen or otherwise. So
do you want to take time to like cook some stuff, or do you want to just eat the already somewhat?
no, I won't
barb-
bother the group with. I'll just eat what's already been
Yes.
slightly
So,
seared.
There's quite a few goblins, plus there's the troll. Easy enough. And I'll say this, Nog. I'm going to assume you probably go for that troll because it's been a long time since you've got to eat a large creature. And literally, Nog eats the entire fucking troll.
Right.
He eats the whole troll and he is engorged in the process.
Well, Trolley took part of my gut plate.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to make up for it
That's right.
in his stomach.
He's definitely gonna pay for it.
Nog eats it and it begins to like engorge himself. Thank God it's dead and it's not going to regenerate inside of him.
That'd be terrible.
But there are instances of that.
It'd be fun times.
But Nog, you eat the troll entirely and are filled.
Delicious.
Luther watches in horror for the
It would be in horror.
15 minutes it takes.
Plus
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
It doesn't take long. Plus, he has all. It's all molars in Nog's mouth.
Yeah.
Nothing but flats, grindies.
So anytime I take a bite of troll, it just kind
He's
of
just like ripping it. Lots of tearing.
masticating. Master masticator.
Lucian, do you mind patching me up as I pull an arrow, out of my shoulder?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Yeah, I could use some assistance myself.
Yes, come over here.
Should I roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
First one up, I guess, would be Henry. It's a 27 out of 50. So that's 2 levels of success plus his intelligence, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, plus his intelligence. His intelligence bonus.
Yeah, so 3, so 5 wounds.
5 wounds for Henry. See what you can do for Wolfram.
Wolfram?
To full health.
64 is a fail. But
Sorry,
does he get
Wolfram.
3? Or does he get none?
Nope, none. It's a heal check, so none. Sorry, Wolfram.
Not
You
to
can also
rest.
attempt to heal Nog. Nog
Can heal himself.
You want to try to heal yourself, Nog?
Yeah, because he
Sure,
would
why
try.
not?
Nog would try.
Go ahead, Nog.
I mean, I have the skill.
I know you do.
A 22 under a 31.
Crits.
A critical heal.
I
He's
think we're-
hopped up on troll meat. man.
That troll regenerated.
I think that we were doubling the healing for criticals. So, what is your intelligence bonus?
My intelligence is a 2.
So it would have been, we'll say 3. So go ahead and heal for 6 wounds, Nog.
Okay, that puts me better
I
than
mean-
it started.
Ironically, Nog starts to patch himself up. He just gets done eating the troll and he's like, He takes a look at a couple of his wounds.
Pulls
and
up a
he's-
big old. I'll pull off a big old slab of that tough old troll hide, and I just
Damn
use
right.
that. I literally make like a tournament out of troll skin or some shit.
I love it.
Yeah.
Nog
both,
feels
thanks.
good.
Yeah, that was
Nog
good.
feels good.
I'm inspired by Lucian's fine example of how to heal on the battlefield.
Well, this is we appear to be patched up. Perhaps we make a move.
I had a map, correct? Or did we walk off of the map?
You are way off the map. You have no idea where you're at.
Well, I believe we were following your lead, Lucian. I think.
Yes, very well.
Are we
I
going
forget
to
who was
rescue
leading the pack.
your compatriots, Henry?
I believe that was the plan.
Perhaps we just follow the dead ones, where they were going.
That's a good plan.
I shall lead. Lucian sets forward.
I
Goes
think he was
down-
leading because he had the highest.
I think he does too. He goes down the
I
tunnel.
don't know if it
all,
does, but
all of you falling in behind him, and he makes a right in the direction of the smoldering bodies of the goblins that were fleeing the wrath of the mighty Luther, with his panache for desiccating bodies at this point now. As you step over the charred corpses of the gobos, Lucian's still leading the way. You guys are pretty well versed at this point in the goblin traps. You've gone through enough that I'm not going to make you roll too much now to bypass them. Lucian's on the lookout for all of them. And after about an hour or so, you see light up ahead. Lucian, hey, I see, I think I see some kind of tunnel. There appear to be 2 goblin guard out front. Could easily take them. Maybe something good inside?
We don't take them, they might have looked the other, so.
Perhaps the 4 of you should try the stealthy approach.
Of course, Luther. It is understandable.
Yeah.
I will probably hang back with Luther then, because my way is, are you saying, not stealthy?
And I suggest Big Man probably... sorry, no, you probably should hang back as well.
We will be in reserve in case perhaps.
I can be real quiet.
That is... how about we get you on the next one, Doc? Yeah, finish eating your goblet.
Right.
So, Henry and Lucian, moving in.
Yes.
All right, give me some stealth rolls, Lucian.
Oh, God.
And Henry.
I want to do this. Oh, I gotta re-roll. My one re-roll is coming up.
3 for Lucian.
That math's pretty
It's
good.
3 levels of success for him.
Of course it is.
That still failed. Not as badly, though.
How bad is the fail, though?
It is a 45 out of 32.
Okay, so you're close. You're close. How many success levels does Lucian have?
3.
3 levels? Okay. Lucian is creeping forward. Henry is also kind of behind Lucian,
Yes.
following Lucian's lead. Lucian gets to the first sentry. It appears to be a night gobbo. There are 2 of them at the entrance of this, and it looks like this is actually it actually is guarding a set of doors. Large wooden doors. Shoddily made, but they look sturdy. As if the gobbos did probably build these here, but they look sturdy enough that they could withstand some beating. The 2 gobbos are talking to each other. I wonder when he's going to get back. Aye, enough of this. You knows you're supposed to be watching right now. When Lucian sneaks up behind the one that was supposed to be watching right now, and go ahead and make an attack roll for Lucian.
I don't know what happens when we stealth. Last campaign, we never stealth. Rolling an attack.
We probably shouldn't
right.
in this one either.
Probably maybe not. That's a 37. If it's an attack, I don't know if I get any bonuses or not.
You get a plus 20 to this roll.
Okay. So that will be 37 out of 90. for his fencing.
He easily pierces through the goblin's throat. Just it stifles off dead. At that moment, Henry lunges forward.
Yeah.
And a rock skids from underneath his feet.
I'm barefoot.
You kicked it. You kick the rock basically, and the gobbo goes, "Huh?" I need you to roll initiative, Henry, to see if you can beat the gobbo.
Not a D8. No, how do I get rid of
Just
that?
a D10.
D10. 10.
You beat the gobbo. So go ahead and give me an attack roll. Let's see if you can silence him, Henry.
I don't. It's a 90 out of 50.
I have a 87 out of 35.
Oh shit, you
Means
win.
that you actually made it.
Oh yeah, it's loud and proud.
It's loud. You trip and you're like, shit.
It's
And you come in
damage, so
and you slice into its right leg. You start screaming as you slice into it. You're like, oh shit!
shut up.
And then you go in for the second blow, Henry. Which at this point it happens, or just say you cut it down after it screams out.
Well,
You cut
The
it down.
idea that he
best.
goes charging in, yelling at it to be quiet.
Yeah, exactly. You guys
that went
move
about
up.
as best as we could hope for.
Lucien says, yeah, as good as we could hope for. Let's get these doors quick. You guys moving in? Henry.
Yeah.
Henry and Lucien quickly open the doors. Within, you see there are 4 more goblins inside. That
Do they see us?
they're alerted. They go, "What the mork was that?" They look over. Oi, there's humans there. So they point towards Henry and Lucien. God, do we have to do this all over again? God damn it! Come
Roll
on,
initiative.
guys. Fuck,
Yes,
man.
let's do
We're
it.
Let's just keep our previous initiative so I can just
shit.
do this again.
Okay.
I rolled better this time.
Oh, what'd you get? Fine. What'd you get?
I
We're
got-
re-rolling. We're re-rolling.
I got 11.
11 for.
Is this for everyone or just Henry and
Henry.
Lucien?
Lucien, go and roll for Lucien.
Lucien. Boop, I rolled you 100. One sec.
Damn it.
Oh, that's a 9 plus initiative 3. So 12.
12. Well,
Yep.
there's Lucien. Let's go ahead and get the rest of you to roll too. So Luther, Wolfram, Nog. Luther, what'd you get?
5 for Luther. 5.
5 for Luther. Luther's going to be way down here now. All right, Luther. What'd I get for Nog?
It's a 9 plus 3, so 12.
All right, we'll put you right below Lucien. And Wolfram,
Pretty poor 8 for me.
an 8. That's going to put
Yeah.
you... Henry, what did you have? I didn't write that
11.
number down. Yeah, so you're right below Henry. Okay. There we go. All right, we're back in. God, we're doing this again. So
Doing it
Let's do it.
the room that you guys have stumbled into is a cavernous, twisting space, and what you see and immediately before you are iron-like cages that have been built that look not exactly well fitted together, but enough so that they're keeping whatever's inside them contained. Up here, in this section, you see that there are 5 cages in this section that you're currently in, that these 4 gobbos are running towards you guys. And within the cages are large, green, hulking shapes. They appear to be about somewhere between 8.5 feet tall, most of them. Heavily muscled, large jutting underbites with tusks. Greenskins within these cages. They look like they have cuts and bruises on them. They're wearing basically just like similar fashion to what Henry's wearing right now. Essentially, they're just wearing like a loincloth with blue paint on their faces. They're within the cages themselves. One of them sticks their arms out. Oh, wah! And just kind of yells. The Gobos, ignoring the caged orcs, run towards the rest of you. First initiative is Lucien.
Lucien, he is going to rush towards the closest one and give him a poke. 61 out of 70.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. It should not be that high.
He's got it high.
It's a success. It's a success.
Okay. Then he'll take 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
He's not very strong, but he can poke him.
Okay. So he slices in. That's a chest. That's a chest. As he slashes across the goblin's chest. It stumbles backwards. That's going to be it for Lucien, which will bring me to Nog. Actually, the Nog rumbles up.
Freshly fed Nog is a little more energetic.
Okay.
And so we've got some more goblins.
You do. There's 4 more gobos in here.
Just regular old goblins.
Mhm.
Nothing special. Not on fire.
Nope, not yet.
Not drunk.
Nope.
That's 1 level of failure
Okay.
for my weapon attack.
All right. They're going to try to defend. Unfortunately, that is going to be a defensive roll. A dodge, that is.
They managed to do the dodge.
They managed to dodge out of the way. First one does,
man,
Nog. I'm
that
sorry.
sucks.
As you reach in, and you
it's a
hit
little
the
low-key.
ground.
Yeah. A little logy from lunch. That's okay.
All right,
We'll
that's
wait
it
our
for
turn.
Nog.
We'll come back. That's right. Got him good. I should have tried to intimidate him. Damn it.
You could.
Anyway, next time.
It brings me to Henry.
Henry, going in.
Going in, Henry.
A 30. I'm guessing this is probably like the same size of a tunnel as we were previous in.
These are, yeah,
Like
about
10
the
feet
same.
wide.
Well, more like these are wider than that. These are probably about 20, 25 feet wide. The ceilings are around 15, 20 feet tall.
Okay.
Roughly hewn.
That is 2 levels of success.
That is definitely going to hit. Now, are you going to attack the wounded one or a different one?
The one that Lucien hit?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll finish him off.
All right, go ahead and...
Because
so
Nog's probably kind of blocking the way on the other side, so.
how much is the damage then?
10.
10 points damage is just enough to slay
Yes.
the goblin as Lucien and Henry combined overcome one of the Gobbo jailers that you slice through. All right, that will then bring me to Wolfram and his boom boom stick.
All right, I'm gonna pull my pistol out and go kind of whatever the closest one to me, and exactly.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. Give it a shot.
Okay, gonna be really good. It should be. All right, 63, and I had. That's 2 levels of success.
2 levels of success. All right, how much damage is that?
That's gonna be 2, 9, 10, or 8, 9. So I think that's 11. Do
11
they have
wounds?
any armor on?
No, they do. They have no. They're not wearing any armor.
Okay, yeah, that is. Sorry, I got a cat walking back and forth on my way here. Yeah, that's 11.
11. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Hold on. 11. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Severely hurt, Wolfram, but still up, unfortunately.
Damn it.
As you boom, it pierces through the chest. Also, it stumbles backwards. It does have to make a cool test because it got shot. It passes, unfortunately. Critically success passes. Not that it does anything, but it manages to keep its cool. All right, that will then bring me to Luther. It is your turn. The goblins rolled really bad.
Well,
Here it comes. Here it comes.
I'm going to try to cast dart.
Okay.
Just a dart at the one that Wolfram just shot.
Okay. Give me an attack roll then. Spell casting roll. Please fail.
Crit.
Oh shit.
And
It
you
doesn't
have
do
the
anything
you have the attunement though that lets you not have a mind explosion. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think it does. It doesn't do anything extra, does it?
It does. Let me see. I don't know. Let's see here.
We can roll on the critical hit table.
I've got a thing for it. Let's see. Casting. Critical cast. So it depends. So I get to choose. I get to choose one of 3 extra effects. If it does damage, it inflicts a critical wound.
Okay.
I can. No, that wouldn't apply. And that doesn't apply. So it basically just inflicts a critical wound. Doesn't do any extra damage or anything.
Go on,
Just,
roll a D100. Let's see where it hits.
Okay.
54 is it's a body shot. Go and roll
Alright.
another one.
Everyone.
You tear through his back as his back is exposed. As Wolfram puts a bullet through his chest, and he spins around. And how much damage do you do, Luther?
That would be 5 total damage.
Five total damage.
Yeah.
It only
1 success level and then number 5.
yeah. He only had 2 wounds left.
Good.
So he dies. So it dies.
Here goes, baby.
As you come in, as a bolt tears through his back, quite literally, as a burning hole erupts through, and that gobbo dies. It's now the gobbo's turns. They're losing their shit now. One of them passes his cool test, the other one does not. The one that passes cool test is going to try to stab Nog. Tries to clamber up Nog's weapon, try to stab him in the head.
The Nog does not like this.
Give me a defensive roll, Nog.
Would that be a dodge? Or how do I... All right, you can use a
Melee roll.
Use your melee.
Can come to-
I do have 2 levels
27.
of success.
I have
And-
4.
You have 4. So Nog's able to pull his weapon aside.
Okay.
The gobbo falls off. Hey! And that's it.
Do I get
Doesn't
to take a
do
swipe
anything.
at him?
Give it a moment.
Oh, okay.
The other gobbo is going to flee for his life. No! Don't hurt me! And he's trying to run in the opposite direction. He would be in melee with Henry.
Yes. Is it possible to scare someone to death? Like, could I intimidate a goblin to death?
Quite possibly.
Okay.
That's a 3, the 34 out of 50.
Okay.
Still 2 levels. So
How much
10
damage? 10 points of damage. Not enough to end him.
No.
Sorry. But enough to wound him severely, one might say.
Yes.
All right. With that... Yeah. That's it for the Gobbo's turns. Top of the round, Lucien. There's one that's fleeing.
There's one that's fleeing. Okay.
There's one that tried to stab Nog.
Okay. He's gonna go for the one that's fleeing. That's the one you just got wounded, right?
Yeah, Lucien takes off after
Okay.
him. Ha ha!
Yeah.
Give attack roll.
Well, it's 37 out of 80 to be able to
Yeah.
success level.
That's gonna push through. It's gonna push through.
Okay.
Damn
So
it,
that
man.
would be 4 levels. So 10 points of damage.
Yep, more than enough. He only had 4 wounds left, reduced to 0. As Lucien slashes through, cuts off one of its arms. It's I believe that's the right arm. Cuts it clean off. Ah! Ah! As it grabs a hold of its bleeding shoulder, like stump of a shoulder, and then just kind of like falls against one of the nearby cages, and then goes silent. That will bring me to Nog.
So one's almost dead.
Well, there's only one left.
Only one left. And is he almost dead?
I mean, no,
He hasn't been hit yet.
he hasn't been hit yet, Nog. But I've
Yeah.
got a feeling if you hit him, he's gonna get turned into paste.
He's gonna get died. Okay.
I have a
Maybe we'll
I
get
have-
lucky.
I have a critical failure on his defensive dodge, so I'm assuming he's gonna.
Yeah, 24 under a
Yes.
60.
Yes, it is.
Technically,
How much?
70. You had success.
Yeah.
You had 1 success. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 success, so 70. How much damage is that, Nog?
So yeah, that's gonna be a 5 plus
You get
it's
to
11.
you get to double your strength because it's a
Okay.
smaller creature.
So that's a 12 plus 5, 17, but minus 3, so 14.
Okay.
Because my
Okay.
strength is a 6, so
Yep.
that's 12.
Yep.
Plus 5 for my sword,
Mhm,
minus 3 for my ribs.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Did you do your strength bonus twice?
Yeah, so strength is
Okay.
60, so that'd be 12, plus 5 for my sword, and then minus 3 for my broken ribs. That's 14.
Okay.
I still get the
He,
hit him
he
again
has
if you want me
enough success
to.
levels for his.
Yeah, about to say that doesn't sound like enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't add my
So-
success. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be 3 levels of success on top of that. So it would be 17 total.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
And
is an.
minus 3.
So how would you like to do this, Nog?
Is it? I hit him with my scimitar.
You
Just
did.
straight down the middle, bifurcate him. Two,
It's
like
easy.
you know, like that,
Easy
like that
enough.
scene from the Kingsman where that chick just slices him right down the middle and
Mhm.
splits in half.
Yeah, it jumps around. This is the one that tried to like run up your sword arm,
Yeah.
pull out from underneath, and you just
Yeah.
break down the center.
Oh, I know why he's he's running up it, but he accidentally ran up the blade, and I just.
Oh, that's gross.
Brings him right up the
That-
middle. Yeah.
That sounds safe. That sounds
Yeah.
appropriate. From the bottom up. Got it.
Yeah. And as one part of it goes flailing, I just grab that and like a chicken leg. You know,
Okay.
it's a drumstick.
The other part, Nog, lands near one of the cages, and you
Yeah.
watch a thickly muscled green hand reach out and grab it
Ooh.
and pull it in the cage and begins greedily gnawing on the body.
Oh, is that a fella ogre in there, huh?
That is an orc.
Oh, well, you know.
With
Not everyone's perfect.
the Gobos defeated, you see before you the mass of cages. There are somewhere between 20, 25 orcs that have been crammed into these cages. 5 here, 6 there. They look like they've not necessarily been tortured, but they were severely hurt. Some of them, actually, a couple of the bodies are dead. within the cages themselves. They each have a strange marking on their foreheads. It looks like a very primitive, like pig's face with two tusks that are broken. And you get the idea this may be the White Skulls. Goblin or orc, savage orc tribe that you guys have been hearing about.
So these are like prisoners of war?
I have no idea, Nog.
The ones that were attacking Lashik?
They were assailing Kofar.
Kofar. Well, I don't know why they would have orcs down here.
You's gonna let us out? One of the orcs actually speaks.
Speaks.
Who said that, huh?
Heart's dead over here.
Stumble towards him.
Towards
So,
one of the back
kind of-
cages.
Out of game knowledge, like, what are the relations between ogres and orcs?
Well, they enjoy killing each other.
Mm.
It's more of a challenge because orcs are insane and ogres are also likewise crazy muscle
Right.
death machines, and they like to. This is their thing. They love
That's
it.
what we do.
Mhm.
Don't reckon I ought to let you out right now, huh?
Well, don't like being in here.
Just gotta slumber back over to my people.
I's got skulls to crunch.
Yeah.
What are you doing down here?
The damn sneaky little green things got us. We was munching on some mans. They took us down here.
Munching on mans. Were they wearing shiny?
Yes, the Metzlins.
You
Yes.
got took by a bunch of goblins.
He just like growls at Nog.
It's happened to the best of us.
Luther looks ashamed.
You hear a voice around the corner because you haven't seen the rest of there's like an offshoot to the right and to the left. More cells or cages. You hear a voice. Henry, is that you?
Commander? Commander.
It is not the voice of the commander for sure.
Damn it.
But you hear the orc.
Who
the
are
orc,
you?
Leave the weekends alone. We'll help you get out of here. Just let us out.
Henry's walking now. He's walking towards the tunnel.
Henry walks past.
Enough of you, orc.
To the right, you see the cages on this side. House a different type of prisoner. In particular, you see 5 more of these rusted iron cages, and within are around 20 of the remnants of the Knight's Panther. They have been stripped of all arms and armor. They are wounded and beaten. The one that called out was not a senior knight, a seasoned knight that goes by the name of Rudolph Gutenberg. It is you, Henry. Have you brought Otto?
Rudolph, no. Believe it or not, Rudolph, Otto sent me.
We will catch this later.
Are you well? Are you able to walk?
Most of us can get around. As you look around, they're in a rough state, but seeing you and the rest of the crew here, seem to elevate the spirit slightly. Can you get us out?
Yes, if I don't see any obvious keys, I'm going to try to use the pick.
One of the little ones had a key on them, a ring.
Henry will walk back to the bodies.
As you
Pilfering through.
As you go to walk
reckon
back,
I could just I'm gonna open the cage.
No, quiet. We must do this stealthily as possible.
Okay.
as you move back, Henry, the rest of you notice that off to the left side, there's a lone cage off by itself. You guys don't have to look at it if you don't want to.
Do we notice if it's empty or not?
It's not empty.
Not
There's
empty?
someone in the cage.
Okay.
Who's H?
Does somebody want to approach the cage?
Nog would approach the
I would love
cage.
to approach the cage. Cautiously. See what's
Nog
in
and Wolfram kind of walk over while Henry's going back and searching for the keys. And what you see is a stout, muscled figure lying on their back with a red-crested mohawk, dirty and matted with blood. Their cape has been stripped from them, and they lie with both of their ankles shattered at odd angles. And unconscious on the floor is the mighty Thorgrin Cragbender, the slayer
shame.
that you brought with you. He's just laying there. He's like roughly breathing. There are crush marks on his body and
He's a broken man.
cuts and bloodied severely. He just lays there.
He's beat the fuck up.
Yes, it's bad.
it. Come quick.
I don't know that we're gonna
Hey, at
be
the
able
door.
to heal this fella.
Lucien says, "Oh, mon ami, it is Craghunter. We must save him. How did he survive that monstrous creature outside?"
Survive.
Doesn't look like he's gonna be surviving much, mate. I don't know.
Could we?
Henry finds the keys.
Can we?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
You begin. I'm assuming you're going to go start opening cages.
Yeah, start opening cages. I would give Rudolph my axe.
Well, you don't need to. Rudolph says, as you open the cage, he says, "Hey, they were keeping all of our stuff over there. There's another room off to the side. It's a shoddy doors. It's not even on hinges. It's on it's just kind of like leaned against a hole. They're over there. They took the commander.
Do you know where?
They said something about a meeting with they called them ratties.
Now,
I know what
is
they're
everyone
talking about.
everything in the cage? Are they all orcs or some people or?
So these are people. These are Knights Panther. The front, there's about somewhere between 25, 30.
Oh, so there's a front
orcs.
room of orcs.
You have orcs up there, and back here you have humans, and then you have the Slayer over there to the that you guys have discovered. The liberated knights, directed by Rudolph, the ones that are they're in a rough state. They're not super healthy. They have bags under their eyes. They move over towards the hole. Rudolph pulls back the door and begins handing out arms and armor. In this collection is also Luther and Henry's belongings.
Oh shit.
If Luther's looking at his belongings, grabs his staff. Oh, thank goodness. Is his silver amulet in there as well? His melted.
It is there.
Oh, thank goodness. So he grabs it, puts it on.
So, next to the dangling skulls.
Bills.
Put it on. Henry's able to recover his arms and armor. And Henry, as you are getting dressed, you notice that there is a large sword that was almost like buried under a pile of some discarded arms and armor that weren't in the hole. And you see the You see the scabbard is what you see, and you recognize it. You immediately recognize it, and your eyes, you're like, oh my god. And you recognize the scabbard of the commander's weapon, his personal weapon.
Take it with me.
You grab it. As you take it, it is just the scabbard itself that it's housed in. It's first off, this is a Zweihander. It's large, two-handed sword. And the scabbard that has been crafted to house this thing is massive, finely decorated, and carved. You know the name of this sword. It's called.
It has a name.
It was forged long ago. I won't give you intimate details of what it is until a later date if you decide to delve into it. But for practical purposes, the knights have known to call it the heretic's pyre. So it is a Zweihander that has the defensive and unbreakable traits. And as part of wielding the blade, the wielder can ignite the blade with a cleansing flame that adds impact to creatures that have any type of corruption and imbues a blazed condition to them.
We all learned this session how that can turn out
Yeah.
if you just sit around being on fire.
And it is not normal flames. They are like purifying flames.
Luther and Wolfram will find out what it does.
Oh no.
Yes. Henry, almost in awe, like picks it up with like both hands. And he turns to Rudolph.
Rudolph, I do not have the strength right now. You will have to carry it.
It will be my honor, Rudolph.
We must save the captain.
That we will. We'll die trying. We are mostly at full health, I believe. Apart from the ogre, I believe his ribs are cracked, but we have slayed many goblins to get here.
What's that, Wolfram?
I still have an arrow in my back.
Was it a critical hit?
No, but not everyone. All I'm saying.
You're fine, Wolfram. Pull it out. You're fine.
Listen to the knee, you'll be fine.
Rudolph, if you'd like to lead the way.
I saw them go this way. Lucien steps up. Do we want to take time to perhaps get some medical attention?
That's if we have the time.
Splendid idea, I believe.
Yeah, we will be fast. As you hear this, you hear the orcs grumbling. Oi! Let us out here! Damn you!
Shut up, orcs.
Nog, I don't know. Nog kind of wants to let him out.
They cannot be trusted.
I know they can't be trusted. I know. But there's this sense of kindredness, but I feel more kindred than my human.
They will fight you, Nog.
Yeah, I'd win. That's the point.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, Nog thinks he would win. Nog thinks he would win everything.
So
just so you know, Nog is like a dog, and he sees other creatures as the same size as he is, whether or not they're smaller or not, because he's not smart enough to know. So, you guys are all big like ogres.
Make Lucien make a single healing roll with a +10.
Okay. Here we go. Ooh, a 7. That's really good.
Jesus.
So, for him, that's, let's see, out of 60, so 5 level success plus 3, so 8.
Everyone will recover 8 wounds over the course of about an hour or so as Lucien with the aid of Nog, because Nog has healing skills, believe it or not. Some of the knights are a little hesitant about Nog touching them, but see that he has somewhat delicate fingers occasionally.
I use my pinky.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I got this one.
Set that bone
And
roar there. It's all right.
you and between the two of them, you guys are healed and made way.
So does like everyone gets 8?
Yes,
The-
everyone heals for 8 wounds.
Wow, that tops me up.
What were you saying, Luther?
Does Lucian do that? The Cragbender as well?
He attempts to patch up Cragbender. Cragbender does not come to consciousness.
Okay.
And as Lucian's looking him over, he says, I'm not not an expert in dwarven physiology, but let's just say that he is going to have difficulty walking if he does not get to the doctor quickly.
Can somebody carry him?
Of course, I could.
Everyone looks at Nog.
Mhm.
Grab him, Nog. You stuff him in like a sack or something, Nog?
I would.
Sling him on your shoulder?
Consult
Oh,
with.
well,
I would
man,
consult
that's
with Lucian and inquire as to the best way to secure him for amble.
I'll be honest with you. He's a very sturdy individual.
Are there any carts, any wheels on? I mean, the dwarves are big though. They're not tall, but they're actually really stout.
Yeah, he probably weighs like 400 pounds. Nog can carry him.
Yeah.
No issue here whatsoever.
I just want him to. I don't want to carry him and make it worse. So knowing a little bit about healing,
You guys
I wouldn't just
patch
throw him in a
him-
bag.
You patch him up
We
to the
splint
point
his
where
ankles.
you feel like you could carry him any way you want to,
Gotcha.
and
Perfect.
he won't
All
get
right.
any
I'll
worse.
try to carry him as comfortably as.
Is he
would be
conscious
possible.
or unconscious?
Unconscious.
No,
Okay.
he's a sack of taters right now.
Question.
Yes.
The orcs in the jail cells,
Mhm.
are the jail made of steel and metal? Are they dwarven made?
It's like iron. No, they are not dwarven made. They appear to be made probably by the goblins at some point.
What if we threw the key in with the smart one and then left?
No.
No?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
I'm
All right.
taking those
Okay.
keys with me.
All right. Just gonna leave so they'll all just starve and die. That's fine.
The majority of these orcs in there are like savage, almost like bestial.
Yes.
When they have, if they're anything like an ogre and they haven't eaten in a while, it's a bad idea to open those cages. I don't know what their eating habits are, but if you found a whole bunch of ogres who had been locked up for a while, you wouldn't open those cages.
Is there
Should
any
starve and die.
straw in there, like piles of straw I can put around the cages and then pour oil over? I mean, I don't want any orcs coming in our back.
I mean, is that what you want
The
to do?
only time
Wolfram?
I've ever dealt with orcs has been like at the edge of a knife or the end of a rifle. Okay.
As Wolfram begins to gather essentially tinder,
I
begins to
love it.
kind of
I
pack
love it.
them around some of the cages. One of the knights says, "It's actually not a knight; it's an apprentice."
Ooh, Squire.
Squire, yeah. Squire says, what exactly are you doing?
You think we're going to kill them one by one? This will take all at once.
You're going to burn them like a coward.
I will pull out my dagger. I will
Oh,
offer to him and say, "Go in there and take care of them by yourself." Then
We have no reason to do anything. They will just die on their own.
you call me a coward, but you let them starve to death.
Yes.
You are heartless. Fine, I will walk away then.
Luther sits there. Well, let's not be hasty. Perhaps.
The wizard knows what I speak of.
As a representative of the College of Fire, I do not necessarily believe it is cowardly to use flames.
Well, do not suffocate on the smoke.
And Rudolph does say,
He would wear you in here, Henry. I mean, let's just gather the kindling just in case we decide to do so. Luther is going to just be like, wow, they're all healing up, helping Wolfram, kindle there.
the Squire just shakes his head as you guys gather up kindling around the around the cells.
Luther says, yes, noble Squire. We all heard of how valiantly you fought and were captured. continue on with your nights over there. We will mind our own business over here. Don't forget.
We don't want to be captured like you were so easily. So we want to take care of the enemy.
He wanders off back to the other knights. Rudolph speaks up, Henry. I think we should get a move on, quick.
Yes.
This way, through the tunnels here.
Have to. I will be by your side, Rudolph.
Right.
Dwarven shield.
There is a rather wide section of tunnel here that he begins to head downwards, taking a torch with him. Several of the other knights also gather torches, begin moving downwards. Henry, towards the front. Do you guys take the time to light the orcs on fire?
Well,
Luther can probably just snap his fingers and light them on fire at this point if he wants to.
How success levels you give me, I can make it go really fast, exponentially.
I'm going to assume, you are a pyromancer. If you want to burn the orcs in their cages, I don't see a reason why you couldn't.
Okay. As the knights are shuffling out, ogres, I turn to. I don't know if Henry is looking, whatever he's doing with his knights.
Henry's already through the door.
Henry's left you.
Yes. Henry.
I got new friends now.
Well, Wolfram, do you want to look away?
Why?
Yes. And I start to ignite, and then the more it starts to catch fire, I'm just going to click, 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 click.
The orcs are freaking out as each cage begins to burst into flame one by one. The intelligent ones last. I curse the mighty war against all y'alls. You will feel the wrath of Gork. His foot will crush you into the dirt.
I don't want to hear talk. I'm just gonna shoot him. Yeah.
Falls backwards as the cages begin to ignite.
Was that the only one that talked?
I'm gonna close the doors.
Was
as I'm sure the knights are not trying to burden them with this. And so we close the doors, and I feel much better now. I think that was the right decision.
Well, salute, Mr. Steinberg. I'm glad you thought so. I love it when I have an idea you like. Thank you. Pleases me to make you happy, sir. Thank you. And then I'm going to reload my gun and walk out.
Yeah. Take my staff and head on out.
All of you begin to move downwards. As you do, Henry's up front. Are the rest of you staying towards the rear of this party, or are you guys going to move up?
Always in the back.
Okay.
Sounds like, yeah, we're bringing up the rear.
All right, Henry up front.
Henry, that dude just left us, man. I'm hanging out with Luther, the boys.
I'm assuming Lucian probably hung back with the rest of you. And so up front, Henry, you begin to hear grumbling voices up ahead. You and Rudolph both. Rudolph, quiet, men. Perhaps we send just a few to go see what's going on. Henry, do you feel confident?
I'm not the most stealthy, sir. But if it is what you command.
Well, with his black eye, swollen eye and everything. Take someone with you at least.
I turn around and look for Lucian.
I am here, Henry.
Lucian, your stealth is required. I need you to come with me.
Very well. Let's head on. So both Henry and Lucian begin to move downwards. As you do, you are opened up into a large cave. Almost like the same one that Wolfram, Nog, and Lucian entered into originally to get down into these tunnel systems. And in it, you hear a smattering of voices, not very quiet, as well as very loud grumbles and the shifting and reverberations of something moving around down below. As you get closer, you see you are at the back of what appears to be a contingent of goblins, night goblins, the Sand Sneakers. Not just any old small contingent, though. In this large open space, with columns like stalagmites, stalactites coming down. This is a very rough section. A small stream that you can hear trickling nearby. Amongst the goblins' number is a particular goblin with a very large, pointed, tiered hat that you would recognize as Stoskit, the Warlord. And standing and kind of like crouched down next to him is a huge cave squig, the big gobbler, just kind of like it's breathing, reverberating. You can hear it from a good ways away. There appear to be somewhere between 30 and 40 night goblins down here as well. What's interesting is that they have a large, like several mining carts that have been bound together, and they have multiple squigs tethered to them, pulling them towards this contingent. Past where you guys can see, you guys kind of scoot up to a smaller alcove to the left. And now you can see that Stoskit and the rest of the goblins are facing the opposite wall. And out of the gloom comes the rumbling sound that you heard before. Boom, boom, boom. As two furred, pawed hands walking on their knuckles comes out of the gloom. The fur is brown, blackish, heavily, massively over-muscled forearms. There are strange blades sticking out of the arms at weird angles that appear to be somewhere between like 5 and 6 feet long at different places on each arm. You watch as it's almost like an ogre in shape. It's large, big, a little bit bigger even than a normal ogre. One might say possibly, I don't want to reveal everything yet.
Oh,
Let's just say it's
come
big.
on.
It's big. It's real big. And as it walks forward, you see that it has a rat-like head. There are several normal-sized rats standing on two legs, holding shields that you've seen in the city before. These ones moderately armored with swords and spears, walking forward, kind of like these glowing like red eyes as they move through the darkness. The larger rat ogre, as it moves forward, the top of it, you see that there is something riding it on like a palanquin that's been stretched to its back. There is another rat, white furred, wearing old, nasty-looking grayish robes. Atop its head are 4 curling horns that kind of like split and bisect at the top and continue to curl. Its eyes glowing a strange red, and one of them a bizarre, almost green crackling. The gray seer nudges the rat ogre with his foot as it begins to pander over towards the meeting goblins. There are 2 more smaller rat ogres that ponder out of the behind, and they are carrying something tethered to their backs. They are dragging it forward, almost as if this is some kind of exchange that is happening. There are 3 also smaller rat men wielding these bizarre devices. It's almost like a stick that comes out to several points and makes like a collar. Might know this from medieval history as a man catcher, or for Skaven, a thing catcher. And they appear to be some kind of like pack masters, one might say, rallying these ogres together, keeping them in line. As the ratlings, the Skaven, move their way out into the visible illumination, you hear Snoskit call out, That's far enough. Come on now, Ratty. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. The larger, with a rat ogre with the serrated kind of arms, blunders forward slightly further. The gray seer sitting atop of it kind of cracks his neck, holding this staff infused with a giant warpstone, like tip, a rod at the top of it. Snaskit. We speak much. We do much trade. We thinks you show what you have first. I bring it forward. And you watch as several of the shit, I just lost my place. Fuck. Several of the squigs begin to haul their labors forward, and they appear to be bringing a large amount of gromriel, raw ore, that has been harvested from somewhere. The star metal. As they bring it forward, you see the Grey Seer's paws kind of come together. Yes, good. And the Knight Commander is dragged forward, somewhat conscious. And we got one of the homies for you too. And then the smile widens on the Grey Seer. Oh, yes. He is part of the shiny ones, yes. We have been interested in some of their number. I smell something quite unresistible. Yes. As they also bring forward a large sack, almost a netted sack similar to what the river hag was holding. And you see that it is full of similar components as what you had discovered previously. They set it on top of the ore. Good. It appears to all be here, and a bonus, no less. You are doing well, Snaskit. We can bring you much. There's more where this come from. Yes. As he motions forward, and the two smaller rat ogres bring their labor forward, revealing a large, almost like burlap sack that they're dragging between the two of them. And as it's brought forward, the smaller, more like warrior Skaven come up and kind of like drag it, and one of them slips its sword into the sack and cuts it open, and out spills gold and jewels just onto the floor. And it looks like there is a hoard of wealth that is just sitting in the center here. As that happens, I need both Henry and Lucian to give me stealth rolls at this point.
What truth? Lucian's gonna use his last reroll.
Sure.
Henry rolled a 10.
Henry rolled a 10.
Lucian can't do it. 75.
Lucian!
Out of 46 with 3 degrees of failure.
Mm-hmm. So Henry and Lucian are both rapturously watching
Just like Temple of Doom.
as all this is going down. It's at this point that the Grey Seer stops. And he cocks his head to the side. Snosket goes, "Are we done here? I'm ready to get my spores and go." He says, "You dare, treacherous green thing. You dare set ambush for the mighty..." Shit. God damn it, I lost his fucking name.
Damn. So dramatic.
Grey Seer, the mighty Thrilk. You dare. Death Spinner. Slay all! And as the ogre reaches up, you watch as the blades on its arm begin to mechanically move and spin like buzzsaws. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of
Spinning
the
blades.
Expedition
It
of the
started. What are you
Damned.
talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Let's see where this picks up.
Oh, oh boy.
We saved those orcs from becoming hell-pit abominations.
Sure, exactly.
I know that. That's what would happen.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mercy killing, honestly.
Well, we'll call
Burning
it that.
alive is always a mercy killing, isn't it?
According to the medieval Catholic Church, yeah.
Let's do favorite most of the night, before we close this out. How about we start with, let's start with Wolfram. Wolfram. Favorite
Oh
moment.
man, so many. Wiping out a bunch of all those archers who shot me in the back. They deserve to die.
They did.
The brilliant, spontaneous, pun intended, idea of packing tinder around the orcs to burn them alive to get rid of them. But I mean that would have been it. But Jumbo Thick, I love the Skaven as much as you, and I'm so glad to hear that we are getting into my favorite rodent, my favorite type of rodent, which is the Grey Seer. Probably my favorite rodent vehicle, which is a rat ogre. And man, I'm very excited about this and can't wait till next session. I'll leave it at that. I'll be quiet. I'm shaking with joy right now.
How about the mighty Nog? Favorite moments of the night, Nog?
Oh, there are so many. But I must say that I loved watching my friend Luther come into his own almost Lucifer with the amount of fire that he was breathing. It'd just be kicking it here, kicking it there. Seemed like at the end there he could just snap his fingers, just popping off pyros left and right. Reminded me of a fantastic album, Pyromania. And also splitting one right up the middle, taking a snack. Perfect. Lots of fun.
Indeed. How about Henry? Favorite moments of the night?
Oof. That first combat started off poorly, and then we found our own, threw a lot of crits around. Finding the knights was another one, but the player has a weakness for magic named swords. Seamus had the same weakness. And Henry will probably have the same, and there has been a little tease thrown out. The lion has been tossed out, same with Wolfram and that rifle.
Oh yeah.
And as I reached out for it, the DM started reeling it back in. And now I'm going to be thinking about this for the rest of the campaign.
Sorry.
Heretic's Pyre.
Heretic's Pyre. It has an actual forged name.
Ooh, what a great name. Sorry.
It's the commander's sword. I mean, he's probably going to want it back if you save him.
I mean, yes.
I guess. Damn it.
Damn it.
What about Luther? Favorite moments of the night, Luther?
Being able to cast spells, finally, that it made me feel good. I felt like I was contributing. Most of the time I feel like I'm trying to dart someone and just.
I like that part.
If I hit, it's like a couple points of damage. But yeah, I felt like I was helping. I was helping. I also did like the sword. It sounds pretty cool. Catching people on fire. I like that. And
of course you do. I like
That
that.
sword's gonna be used on me, unfortunately, so I'm not too fond of it.
I like catches people on fire. Could be useful. I guess I have to, who knows? Cultists here and there. Just ignited.
It's any creature that's corrupted.
Yeah.
Skaven count. So
Just
oh yeah, they're heavily infused with warpstone.
straight.
Demons, cultists, obviously.
Wolfram, Luther.
And gunners.
Yeah. Certain people, beastmen, like a lot of stuff counts.
Accidents happen. Maybe
Accidents happen.
the commander doesn't make it.
Damn.
Fire.
Does he? He's injured. We don't know what's gonna happen to him.
Fire behave strange ways. I mean,
Strange. I lit on fire. I don't know what happened. Well,
it was me, Henry. I swear.
if I had a favorite moment of the night, it was let's see here. Well, I mean, I finally got to reveal, the great Thrilk, and of course I fucked up his name. God, that was upsetting. But you got to see him on his bone breaker. It's gonna be great, guys. I'm excited for it.
As a name too.
Yeah,
I don't. Next time that'd be bonkers.
It's bonkers. Oof.
I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll see how it goes, guys. We'll see how it goes. As far as viewers, though, I do have a viewer decision for the rest of you, since obviously all of you decided on the rat. It's pretty obvious. However, I would like you to vote down in the comment section. I need to know if you want the past, the present, or the future.
Shit.
Be quite mysterious in nature.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? I don't know. We will see next time. Of course, do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It helps out, of course, and I do have links in the description for the mighty Dan Decker and all of his social media presence, which is exuberant, and it will be linked down below. In addition to that, please make sure to comment. We would love to hear help you affect the campaign somewhat during the viewer decision. And of course, thank you guys for watching. I've been Jumbo Thick. This has been the Expedition of the Damned, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good day.